Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina. Well, today I'm going to be working in my November journal, and I am going to be working on Salvaged Birds, number 5, day 5. So I chose a page. I'm just working in whatever, and I chose this. And these are my birds. I was looking through my stuff and I found this. Apparently I tore it out sometime. They're kind of almost tore up there, but not quite. So these are my birds that were just laying in a thing, getting bent up and tore up, and that's what I'm going to use. I wasn't sure what I was going to use, but that's what I'm going to use. But the first thing I'm going to do is do some collage on this page here. It's just a plain copy paper. And I have my trays out here, and I'm just going to start grabbing some things and laying them down on my page. So I need to move my mouse out of the way so that I have got some room to use my glue stick. I haven't done this in a long time. I used to always collage before I did my Margaret Miller journal, and I missed it. So that's what we're going to do today, is just collage this background first, and then put my birds on there. And I think I'll put my birds on a tag to put them on there, because they would look good on a long, tall tag, I think. I think they would. And you know, I might want to put a piece of wax paper or something between there. Except I'm not sure where I have tucked my wax paper away at. So, let's get one of these and put it there for now. It's big and it looks awful because I tea-file on it all the time. But it'll do the trick. Let me put my little wastebasket thing on top of it instead of under it. Because that went over the edge on there. I'm going to have to cut it off. Didn't get that glued on very well because I was worried about not gluing it on the edge there. Okay, so what I do is I just go through my trays and I find some things that I can put down here, and then I go to the next tray. So I find a couple of things here that there's a little bit of doily, but I don't like the color that I put on it, so we won't use that. I used to have these trays organized so well back when I was using them all the time, and now they're not organized very well. I had them really, really good back when I was using them a lot. Oh, I like that one better. We'll use that one. It's got more music notes on it. There's some shorthand paper. I always love shorthand paper. I had them done up so well, and then I got sloppy with them, and then I quit doing the collages, and I never came back and got them. Okay, maybe I can take a ticket off of there. We'll use that one. I think that's it for that one. So then what I do, put it on the bottom of my trays, except for I want that tea bag to go on here somewhere. Okay, so we'll get that up there for kind of the last layer, and I'm going to tear this a little bit. Yeah, I'll tear that. Don't worry about tearing these two sides because they'll be on the bottom and against the back. And I do like to ink between. I guess I could do this on here and get it done a lot faster, couldn't I? My December has been crazy so far, so I'm kind of behind. Had doctor appointments out of town twice this week. Today went into town with a friend, went out to eat. Tomorrow we have a birthday party for friends of ours, twin boys. It's their first birthday, and that's out of town. So I'm not getting near as much done as I had hoped. And I had a feeling this would happen. This is how our Decembers go. It's just how December happens, and that's okay. It means that life's going on, right? We're having a fun December. Although the doctor appointments aren't so much fun. But yeah, I'm not getting near as much done in this as I had hoped. But I can keep working on it in January. Okay, now let's do a little bit of this one in here. Maybe this much. That one right there, I think. Yep. Make sure I can cut the bottom real good, because that's going to end up showing. I'm going to do some of this in my Marguerite Miller collage book this year because I've missed doing this. I'll just cut that off there. Down here. Didn't mean to make it that jaggedy. And then over here. Getting everything in the... Oh, I've got some specialty papers I want to put in here too. Oops. About inked that in the wrong place. A little bit. I don't want this edge to be even with this edge, so I need to move it down just a little bit there, and it's going to have to go over the edge a little bit. Otherwise I would have had an indent there that wasn't covered. Now let's find something for up here. I pulled that blue piece, but I'm not real crazy over it. So I'm going to choose to go back in here and find something else. I've got all kinds of papers in here. I save mostly neutral papers. There are some colored. I got, when I was doing this all the time, I did get where I would put just a little bit of color in my collages. I got comfortable with just a little bit. I've got a video where I'm showing you my collage books when I started doing this and where I'm at now, and share my newest book that I'm going to use in 2024. So that'll be coming up, and I show you this stuff. But when I first started, I was using a lot of pattern paper. It did not go over well. But then towards the end, I finally kind of found my way through what I liked. Trying to find like a math paper or something. That's 2 dictionary. I don't know if the dictionary on top of a dictionary. There's a little bit of a math paper. Let's see if I can find a bigger one. Oh, here. That's good. What is that? I don't know what it says, but that's my dog having a conniption in there. She does that. She doesn't know how to slow down when it comes to food, and so she has problems. And we've tried the slow feed bowl. Doesn't do a bit of good. Because she won't eat wet food, she only eats dry food, so a slow feed bowl doesn't change a thing. Before I go too much further, I want to turn around and cut this off. Oh, I put it up here. I was like, what do I do with my little trash bag thing? Sorry, I gotta pull my down a little bit so I can get a better angle to cut. Okay, move that out of the way. It's very annoying. Okay, now let's put a little bit of this on here. There's a spot here. Let's tore that maybe right down here. I like that. Turn that over in case I need that. Am I where you can see my whole book? Yes, I am. Okay. Oops. And I've got some other goodies here. When I went to my grandson's birthday party, I'm trying to rub some of this glue off my fingers. his other grandma on his dad's side, his stepdad's side, handed me this little baggie of things she had ordered, but they weren't what she expected, and she thought maybe I could use this stuff. Can I use this stuff? Oh, it was so nice of her to do. But I've been dying to use some of it. So I think I can use one of these for sure on here. These are so cool. So let's pick out one of these. I think that these are just like little letters. But yeah, I think like one of these. It looks like it's all scripty. There's all kinds in here. They're just really cool. And then these are clear stickers, and they're all like coffee pots and coffee things. I know you can't see them, but they're really cool. And then gold washi tape. And then these are little, we'll pick out one of these too. Okay, get some of them out. Oh, they say love letters. They're just little like postcards, little things like this. And then the back, they're even double-sided. Isn't that cool? I think that one for a different color. And there is a whole entire box of them. I will be using these for a while. I thought that was so cool of her. She said they just weren't what she was expecting that she was going to get, but she thought she knew somebody that could use them, and that was me. I'm like, oh yeah, I can use that stuff for sure. I was so surprised. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thought I would use one of those. And I'm just noticing these. And I wonder, could I use one of these to put my birds on? Kind of weird colors. I'll leave them out and we'll look at them when it's time to do it. Okay, so this, let's rough that up on the edges. Get my little rougher rubber. Oh, I'm really roughing it up. This side I might just tear. Because there's really nothing over here. They are very thin paper. But that's okay because it's pretty, and if you're just putting it in layers, well, you'd like it to be kind of thin, you know? You don't want it to be real thick and really thicken up your layers. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think. These are thicker. Okay, look at these. Oh, and I gotta pick out one of these. What do I do with my little birds? I can't see them anymore. Okay. Oh, one of those coffee stickers stuck. Can't fill out. That's what those kind of look like, those kind of things. Okay, maybe this one right there. I like that one for this. Okay. So let's ink this stuff up. It's too sticky. So maybe I'll just stick that right there. I like it there. I like to have layers. And I know a lot of it gets covered up, but that's how you get that look, is your layers. My glue stick just ran out. Just a moment, I gotta grab it anyway. Woo! That knocked it all off. My shawl on my chair spun around and about knocked everything off. That's why I was having trouble getting it to do anything, because it was about ran out there. I didn't realize that. Okay, so put that right there. And then maybe, let's see, I need to figure out, this goes this way, so maybe, yeah, I'll put it like, how about right there? I like that. Because the birds are going to be probably here, or maybe a little over here. I got too much glue all over this. That's one of the hard things with a new glue bottle. And then maybe this can go right there. Okay. And I think I'll wait to see about the ticket to see where I need to fill in something. Okay, now let's see about my little birds. I'm going to, do I want to cut around them or tear around them? I think I want to cut around them loosely, very loosely. Up here around this bird, I'm going to have to go closer than I've been going around everything else. And I just thought of something I want to do before I move on to the next step. And that is put some texture paste down around. And I got me new texture paste. So let me grab it here. And let me see what I want to use. I think I'll use this one. I didn't bring my thing back in. I'll be right back, okay? Okay. So I just want to put a little bit of texture paste around. Ow! I just banged my knee on the edge. Looks like I need to put a little bit better glue underneath this part right here and underneath that before I do the texture paste. So that is coming apart from it. So I wonder if that's a sticker. It's a sticker. I didn't realize those were stickers. There we go. That was never going to stay down like that, was it? So gotta keep coming up. That corner right there. Okay. I had to go to Hobby Lobby yesterday for something while I was out of town for my doctor appointment, and Master's Touch was on sale. So I got me this one, and I got me a gold glittery one, because I used to have a gold glittery one, and I loved it for the right things. And I'm doing my Christmas journal and stuff, and I thought, I'm going to get me that. It was only $3.99, and it was a jar this size, so I thought, that's coming home with me. Jeez, half of it's on the lid. And I'm going to put wax paper over this time. I'm going to try to preserve it as long as possible. Okay. Try to use up what I can off of this. Throw that away. Just put a little bit up here. This is more like it. Yesterday, or the day before when I used this, it was not working very easy at all. You know what I should have used? I got crackle paste up there. That would have looked really cool on this too, wouldn't it? Doggone it. I forget I have that. I've never used it at all. And I just forget all about it. It's still not going down. I gotta do that before I use this. Got to get that down. What did I do with my glue? Where did I throw my glue? Okay, well, I'll use this one because I can't figure out where I put my glue. That's odd. I hope I didn't throw it over in my trash can. Well, my trash just got emptied this morning, so it'll be easy to find if I did. Because I don't see it anywhere on my desk. Maybe you guys saw where I threw it. Okay. Let's put a little bit over down in here. Oh, I'm practically covering that whole thing up. I did not mean to do that. I was just looking at where I was, the shape I was going in, and I covered that little thing completely up there. Huh. Well, never said I was the brightest bulb in the pack, did I? Okay, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to wash all this stuff up. I'm going to dry that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, it seems to be dry. I'll put you in just a little bit because that's where I'm going to be working. So I am going to try the gathered twigs today. The other day my tea stain was just way too dark. This is how my homemade, or I don't know if it was homemade tea stain or walnut stain. Well, I don't even know where it went. Should be right where I'm reaching, but I can't see over my baskets, and I don't guess yeah, here it is. This is my homemade walnut stain, and that's how it came out, really dark. And it looks okay on that page. but I'm not really going for that today. I wasn't going for that day either, but this is really dark, so if this doesn't work, I'll do that again. But I'm gonna try, well, this is not working, is it? Do I need to spread some water on this? That's probably what I need to do. Where's my water? And maybe a paintbrush. I'm not good at this mixed media stuff. This is not my jam. I'm trying. I like modeling paste, but this stuff, I don't do very well at this stuff. But I also don't want this white, so I gotta do something about it. And I don't care if it goes out on the page either. It's a good thing, isn't it? But it's really going out now. I gotta soak some of that up. Where's my... I don't want it all down in the spine. Okay, let's try some down in here. I'm really upset with myself for covering that thing completely up. But things happen, I guess. So I don't know where my... Let me get this brush. This one would probably work better. Oh yeah. I love this little brush. I use it for everything. I just grabbed the first brush I saw right beside me, and it wasn't a very good brush to be using. This one leaves it more natural looking, I think. So let's put a little bit more up here and try to make it look kind of like it is down there. More smushy looking. Is that a word? Smushy? Smushy looking. Neighbor's home. I hope he takes his dog in. He left her out, or I don't even know if it's a... They just moved in about a week ago. And when I left this morning, about 9:30, poor little doggy was out. And the neighbor leaves early for work. I know he does because he works where my husband used to work. And that's an early morning job. And when I got back about 1:30, poor little doggy was still out. No dog house, no food bowl, nor water bowl. No, nothing. And she or he, I don't know, seems like such a sweet dog. It's a little border collie. I've never heard the dog bark. I keep calling it a she. I don't know, it just seems like a she to me. But, does it bark? Does it nothing? It was trying to play with a stick. It would pick up its stick and kind of use its mouth and try to scoot it towards us. Oh, you're breaking my heart. If it's potty trained, I would offer for it to come and just stay in our house while he's at work. If it's not allowed, it's a rental house, so maybe it's not allowed to be in the house when he's not home. I'll be finding out because my cousin owns the house, and I'm gonna sneak it. It's winter. It's not freezing cold right now, but I don't care. The least you could do is give the dog a bowl of water. Come on. It's really starting to bug me. It's 58 degrees today. The dog could survive. I know that. But give it some water. Okay. Now I'm going to set this. Where am I going to set this? Over here, I guess. It can do a little bit of drying. And we're going to work on the tag. I decided on my tag. I'm going to peek out my window. Yeah, doggies in. He takes it in every night, but still, am I just being a nosy neighbor? But I just don't. If the dog had a house and some water, a dog doesn't have to be fed all day. I mean, if it's fed in the morning and at night, but it needs some water. Our dogs in our families are spoiled. They're spoiled. They have a nice cushy bed. They have water. Now we don't. She has ours. With ours, we're pretty lucky because she does have food available all day, but she never gorges. She never gorges. So it's available to her because she just doesn't gorge. Okay, this is the tag that I want. The size. And I've just been using this one all the time for my sample. It's a postcard tag, which is really cute. One of these days I'm going to want to use it, so I'm going to have to make a copy, cut one out the same size and just use that for my, it's getting kind of dinged up for me doing this all the time. But I love this size tag. After I get it, here I'll tell you what size it is. It is a little over 4, not quite 4 1/4, so what, 4 1/8 by 6 1/8. And it's just a great size for a tag. I love chunky, short chunky. We have another little thrift store here in town. It's kind of a thrift store. I don't know how to explain it, but on Fridays 10 to 1 everything is free. And so I was in there today, and when I walked in the door, there was this coat that I absolutely loved, but a lady got to it before me, and I need a coat because my coat is a size 3X. And I've never got me a new one since I've lost all my weight. But this lady got to it for me. And so the worker there was trying to help her, and they weren't able to get it unzipped. And the worker said, well, what size do you wear? And she said an extra large. Well, I wasn't going to hover. And I just said I would like to try it on. It doesn't fit her. Or she says she doesn't want it. And I said, okay. So then I went about looking. I was looking for baby clothes, stuff for the new baby and stuff like that. And some tops for my daughter that's expecting. And this place has helped me out a lot because I've went down so many sizes so fast that I couldn't keep up with my clothes, with what I need. For instance, I was in a 20 when this year started, 20, 22 jeans when this year started, and I'm now in a 10. So I've needed a lot of clothes this year. But anyway, and the thrift store that I love to shop at has been closed all year. Most of the year. They closed in August. Hopefully they've told us now that plans are the end of January they'll open. They just posted a picture that their new windows are going in today. Anyway, I'll go more on that in just a minute. So she put the coat back on the rack. She couldn't get the zipper to work. I don't know why. It worked fine for me. But so I went over and the lady was trying to put it back on the rack, and I said, can I try that on? And she said, sure. So it fit perfectly. It fit just like if I went to the store to buy it, that is exactly the size I would buy. And the lady, she's, oh, that looks so nice on you. That's like, we brought that in here just for you. She said, but the lady standing there, she goes, well, the other lady never even got to try it on because she couldn't get that zipper to work. And I turned around and she was just staring at me. I said, ma'am, you found it first. Would you like to try it back on? And she said, no, that's fine. And the lady who was working, she said, if that fits you, it wouldn't fit her. It wouldn't. I don't think she could get it on. And you guys, I know that probably wasn't very nice of that lady to say, but oh, it made my day because it just, all the hard work and all the, you know, eating right and all that stuff, and not eating certain things and skipping some meals, and also for a while I wasn't doing anything to lose weight. I wasn't doing a thing, and I got worried, and I was sick. I was sick for a while there. I was pretty sick. But I was like, that made me feel good. So I can see how nice they fit on there like that. That just fits really good. So I pulled out some papers. I pulled out some of my Tim Holtz papers that I thought we would put on there. Oh, first let's do this real quick while I got this out. We'll get some reinforcers ready here. I must have used up all the ones I had ready because there weren't any in here, and I put them right back in here when I get them. So, but it just sure made me, it kind of made my day. So, but I was talking to the lady that runs our little thrift store that I love so much, where I get so many good deals and things, excuse me, for junk journaling and my good books and stuff. And she said that the contractor, first they were supposed to be open in October. I don't even think he'd started. They're so slow, this contractor. They've not got the greatest reputation. They've got a reputation for good work, but not for, I'll put that on after we collage. Then November, and then the week before last, they told them the end of this week, and now it's the end of December. So, but they just posted a picture. Last week they actually were doing work. The beginning of this week, she goes, look at the front of the building when I was up there, and they had the. I was trying to decide if I want to put December on there. They had the whole bottom half of the building out, redoing that because it was crumbling. But it's a very old building, and they got the city got a grant to do it. But anyway, they posted a picture just a little while ago that they're getting the windows in. I thought this little scrap really looked good with this, so that's going to go on there somewhere. But then, somewhere in one of these pieces, I think it's right here, I thought about using that December instead and just button it up against something. Because that other December is so big. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to get my trimmer. Oh. So I guess it'll be after New Year before we get to start shopping up there again. Sure missed it. Cut in the right spot. Go over just a hair. But my good friend and I went out today to that other one, and then we went out to eat at a restaurant in town that neither of us had ever been to. It was really good. It's a barbecue place, and we both got nachos. She got brisket, and I got barbecue chicken. Ooh, it was good. I couldn't eat it all, of course. Doing my last video, I pulled out my box and it wouldn't go all the way in, and I never fixed it. Forgot all about it. Okay, so we're going to cut this little December out of here. somewhere on here. Okay, so that may be like right down in the corner right here where it's going to show. I want it wherever it's going to show. Yeah, so it'd show right there. So we'll probably layer that on top of some stuff. Okay, so now I've got this. I thought I would, you know, this is heavy paper. It doesn't tear very easily, so I think we're going to, I wanted that memory word on there. Oh well, I'll put this like right in the middle here. Okay. I didn't want to use the same type of stuff to collage the tag because then the tag is not going to stick out from the background. It'll just kind of fade right into the background. So I wanted to use some different stuff for it. But I didn't want it to just be plain manila envelope or manila folder either. Wanted it to be a little bit different. Okay, and I'm not gonna be able to use, oops, I'm gonna put that right there, so I'm not gonna glue it down yet because something's gotta go there too. I wanted it to be a little bit different than, what was I starting to say? Well, I lost my train of thought. I wanted it to be a little bit different than something, didn't I? I think I might put that there. So I think that's all that was going to show because I will cut that off. And since I'm using heavier papers, I'm going to need better glue. And a glue stick. Glue holder up here. I'm putting that upside down. Oh well. So be it. I may end up covering most of it up. Who knows with me? Honestly, who knows? Then I really like this. So we'll ink the top of this up. Two bottles in the way. Yep, put that on there. Put that, I guess I like it kind of, I like this side a little bit better than the other, so we're going to put it there. I'll come along and cut that off in just a minute because right now it's really got glue, and I like that hexagon shape, but I guess I'm going to have to get something else under there. Let's see. What else did I pull out here? Oh, I pulled some rulers out. Thought maybe we could put a ruler on here. Let's put this one on here. And when I was pulling all of this out, I found clocks and wings. I still haven't figured out the selfie in a bubble. I had an idea and I tried to go down that route and it wasn't working for me. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do there. And I'm going to keep going because if I let myself get stumped by that, then it's going to be days and I'm going to be days behind. And then I'm going to be upset with myself. So I'm just going to move on past it. and I will do it when this thought, when, you know, when I had an idea for the bubble, and I really thought it was a good idea, but I can't quite make it, can't figure out, okay, you got that idea for the bubble, but what are you gonna do with that idea for the bubble? Like, what's the rest of the page gonna look like? That's a good question, Gina. What is the rest of the page gonna look like if you're gonna do that for your bubble? Don't know what it's gonna look like. Yeah, I might put that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make this thing a little more prevalent than it was. Okay, let's move this down. Can you see? Darn, I'm working way down here. Just a moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we're back up here. Oh, I haven't glued that down yet. Crud. Don't stick there. Well, I think that was supposed to be on top of this. And then this on top of that. Okay, now this one. Maybe this one could go on that side, but that means I need to cut. I need to do some cutting. Ugh, sticky stuff. I knew I would cover that hole up on the front, but I went ahead and punched it right away because otherwise, how would I know later where I need to punch it? Okay, so now let's put this over here. Like that. Oops, I went over the edge. I didn't mean to do that. And then I'm going to, oops, this is not glued down. And then I'm going to take this and put it like this. And here I was saving this side because I like this side, but I'm going to cover it up. Okay, how far up? Up to there. Put glue on George Washington's face there, I am. I'm sure he doesn't care. Part of that's still over. Part of this side I did not get cut off earlier. There we go. There's that now. Oh, we gotta put my December, which, what happened to it? Are you kidding me? Did I lose that? Guys, I could lose my head. There it is. This is gonna go right here, I believe. Yeah, right here. Glue all over my desk. I let it sit there too long. I'll have to use alcohol to get it off. You know, let's put a little bit of cheesecloth behind that one. This is open. Do I have to cut it? Looks like I have to cut it. I saw this for $3 at my daughter's farm store, and I loved it. I love the color, and it's kind of real thin. And I thought, that's gonna go home with me. It's the real stuff. The real deal. She's got the most interesting farm store in her town. I could spend a lot of money in there. Yeah, but now birds will be there, that'll be there. I need to cut it down some. Oops. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry guys. Bumble fingers here. That should be okay like that. Whoa, coming through that paper. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, now I could probably cut this off up here. Got my fabric scissors up though. Where's my good scissors? They're there. There we go. Get rid of my glue strings here, my glue gun. Okay, now what do we think? Do I need anything else on there? Do I want a ticket? Maybe about a blue ticket? Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's ink this ticket up a little bit. I've had these forever. They're by SEI, if that tells you anything. If you scrapbooked, you know SEI was a while back. $3.49. There is no date on them, but SEI's been gone for a long time. But I don't use very many at a time because I love them. And I don't want to use them all. Okay, but I think that looks really good there, and we're going to staple them with a normal size stapler because, y'all, I haven't filled my stapler, my Tim holds yet. I've got to do that. There we go. I just keep forgetting until I want to use it, and then I know, you haven't filled your stapler yet. Oh, I didn't get anything out to put in that. I keep forgetting. I used to have a makeup sponge that I would get down in there, and I don't have it anymore. And I saw somebody haul one on TikTok a couple days ago. Have you seen these new little bitty ones at Hobby Lobby? I like them. And I thought, that's why I had those makeup sponges put away, and I threw them away because I couldn't remember why I had them. So I'm going to have to buy me another one when I'm at Dollar Tree, because that's why I had them, was to get in there. But you know what? That doesn't matter, does it? Because we're doing this. It won't really show, I don't think. Huh? At least not very much. Nah, it's all pretty good. And I don't need two of them because I'm gluing that down. Okay, let me get my threads. I think we'll use thread this time instead of seam binding. I think. We'll get this out and see what we find. Maybe I should get my birds down before we do that. Figure out where my birds go. And I don't know. Okay. My desk is getting way too small here. I don't think I need cheesecloth behind. I was going to put cheesecloth behind my birds, but I put it behind there, and I think I'll just do the birds without the cheesecloth. What do you all think? I think if I put it behind the birds now, it's going to be overkill. So, yeah. And I kind of feel like most of my, besides the tag, my collaging is salvaged piece of paper, because it's all just little scraps that I've saved from, you know, doing bigger projects, and then I just throw them in my little bins and use that for my collaging. That's where all that comes from. Uh-oh. Oh, glue seeped out. Don't want any glue seeping out. Kind of feel like I want to go around it with my pencil, but you know what? I'm not sure where my pencils are, because they were in my Bible bag. My Bible bag. I found my journaling bag. Usually I don't have my Bible journaling bag in here because I take it when I go uptown to Bible journal. So I feel like I need to take probably brown, not a black. What's that? It's a dark. I don't want it real dark, so I think I'm going to take this brown. It needs sharpen, but I'm not real sure where my sharpener is. So we're just going to do this, and we're just going to go around it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I do wish it was sharper, but I'm not, oops, I got up on there. I'm not positive where my sharpener is. I don't know if it's in my Bible journaling bag. I'm not real sure. So we're just going to make this work. See, I can't get right up to it because it's not sharp enough. You really want it right up to the edge there. But I'm just gonna make it work, right? I sound like Tim Gunn. Make it work. Okay, and then you need your water marker. Oh, I thought it was empty for a minute there. Get your water coming out. There we go. And then you just kind of blend that in. And this just helps make a shadow and make sure this, whatever you're putting on your tag or whatever you're doing, just kind of melt into your background and become part of your background. Which I'm not meaning to get up on there, but somehow I am. I'm trying to hurry because I know this is getting long. I'm sorry. I've got to get a drink. I'm sorry. My throat, I'm having a hard time talking. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. There, that really helped. It didn't take very long. I have lost the cap to that. But it really helps. I don't know if you can see that. But it just really helps. And once it really dries, you'll really be able to see it. I haven't inked on the edges. And these are Derwent ink tints pencils. They are not watercolor pencils. But they act like watercolor. When you put them down, you can hit them with water and they will act like watercolor. Once they dry, they are permanent and you cannot reactivate them with water. That's what I love about them. Because then, once this dries, if you wanted to go do something else with them, you could put another color around them, near them, on top of them, whatever, and activate that color with water. But the one that's this brown that's already on there, it won't move anymore. So you don't have to worry about making mud. They're fabulous. That's my favorite thing about them. Okay, so what was I just... Oh, I was going to ink the edge. I got into telling you about. That's what I love about ink kits. You can get an even bigger set, but they're not cheap. I did that one year with my birthday. I got that little set. That's all I can afford. My friend has a set that's probably... but she's an artist. Her set is probably 1.5 longer, like one more 10 and a half a 10 longer than that. I don't know how many is in her set, but it's huge. I'm like, oh my goodness, Trisha, I am jealous of you. No, you're not supposed to be jealous, but I would like to have that set. Like, you ever decide to sell that in a yard sale? Because sometimes she'll purge her stuff. I never purge because honestly, like, I'm using stuff now in my junk journal that I had 20 years ago for scrapbooking and never used and never thought I would use, but I didn't get rid of it. And so now I'm glad I didn't get rid of this stuff. Like, I didn't use this in my scrapbooking, but now I'm using it. I've got creative memory stickers that I never thought I'd use, but they were just sitting in the drawer, and now I'm using them. So, you know, I don't purge. I did purge once, way back when, of the stuff that we could get when I first started scrapbooking years ago, and it was kind of awful stuff. Kind of really awful stuff. Okay, I'm not going to need anything else out of here, so I'm going to put these up so so that we could finish. I'm getting my template stuff out of there though, because it doesn't belong in there. And we're going to put this stuff up out of my way. So I've got all my trays, and they all fit in a cubby. They just stack inside of each other, and they fit in one of my little cubby holes here. I'm having trouble getting them in right now. There they go. Okay. Now we can choose a something to go on there. You can see this, and you can kind of see this. I can't get it all in. I do have a real pretty brown. That one, no. A blue would look really pretty, wouldn't it? I've got a dark blue. I've got this blue right here. Nope, no. All of these colors, and it seems like I never have exactly what I want. Oh, that's that kind I hate, that iron-on stuff. I hate that stuff. I don't know why I even put it in here, because I'll probably never use it. I don't like it at all. What about that one? That one wasn't on my radar, but that's really kind of pretty, isn't it? This is a mess, because while I was gone, it was a mess before, I give you that, but while I was gone, I thought we went away for Thanksgiving for a week. I thought I had my room locked up, but somehow my cat got in here and knocked it on the floor, knocked all my wood veneer on the floor. Oh, I came home to a mess. It took me an hour just to get things picked up off the floor in here. My wood veneer is what really upset me, because I had it all organized. I have alphabet wood veneer, had it all organized and in a container, in the container I was storing it in. The hearts were all sorted. Everything was sorted, and now it's all just thrown. I put it in another container that I don't think it can open if it falls. But I just had it in a little box, and it hit the floor and opened. I love her. I told her that when she come walking in here when I was picking it up. I just turned around, I said, Scarlett, I love you. Now go away. Please go away for a moment. She did. She went away. I guess she knew. I think I really use that. Because I don't think it's a twine. Well, I got this twine. And I got this twine. That twine's very pretty. Well, maybe we'll just go with the twine. It won't be so bulky. Okay, let's take some of this out. That's probably plenty. Should I do 3 of them? I think that would be pretty. I think this twine must have came from an Etsy seller. A friend gave it to me, and the Etsy seller wrapped it with old dictionary paper. I thought that was cute. But I don't know who there's no thing in there to tell me. And she didn't know because it was given to her. My hands are glued and stained now. my granddaughter had her Christmas concerts last night, and my daughter sent me some videos of it. Cutest thing ever. My daughter said to me last night, have you seen the video of the little girl that really gets into her concert? She's dancing and really getting into it. I said, yeah. And she said, that was your granddaughter last night. So she sent me the videos. Oh my goodness, was it ever cute. Okay, now I want to stamp the number, 5? Is it 5? I need to go back and put 4 on the other one. Because I got to thinking, how am I going to know someday? Especially since I messed my first one up. It's not going to be obvious that it was number 4. So I need to stamp. Let me get a number stamp. I should have had that out. Let's see here. My stamps out. I have to move everything to get to my drawer. Sorry. It's going to take a second. I'll knock a few things on the floor while I'm doing it. Stamp set that has numbers with it. Oh, good grief. Which one has numbers? There's some numbers. I don't know if they're too big though. There's some numbers. Those are probably just right. Sound like Goldilocks. This one was too hot. The first chair was too big, or bed, or whatever she was trying to get into. I can't even remember right now. Okay. My blocks are right up here. Okay. So, we'll glue this down, or should I stamp it first? That's kind of a rough surface to try to stamp on. Do I want to? Yeah, I kind of want to stamp the 5 right there. So let's do that first. I'm going to plug my glue gun. Let's see. Probably in black, because there's some black, and that's the only black. So, where is my black? My desk. I put so much on it for this video that there's stuff everywhere. Okay, so yeah, that one is definitely too big, but I'm going to leave that on my desk where it's available for here's a little basket that I put up here where it's available for doing this. And then this is an old, I think a stamp just flew out of that. Great. I don't know what it was, but I think it was right there, and I think it just flew. I'll have to watch the video in slow motion and see if it did. But I think it was right there, and I think it, because I saw something go, whoo. Great. But anyway, this is an old Stampin' Up! Stamp set, and I took it off the blocks because the blocks were driving me crazy trying to, this is 5, right? Salvaged birds, yeah. To stamp this right here. There we go. And then I'm going to check off that we did Salvaged birds. And I didn't make the whole folder thing because I had a pocket right here, and I'm just going to put it there. That's how I wanted mine. But I love this alphabet set. It's really nice, kind of a typewriter looking set. And I wasn't using it because I hated digging out all those wood alphabets and then trying to see where I was stamping. And so I just took it off of that, and I've used it a lot more since I did that. That was before they started doing the acrylic. Everything was wood back then. get enough on here to hold this on that texture paste. Get it straight and centered. Okay. There it is close up. I hope you like it. And I'm going to go back here and maybe put a 4, maybe just right there. Let's get the 4. Here's my 4. And I'm right with that one, aren't I? Yes, okay. Oh, silly. I need it on this side. There we go. There. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. You have a blessed day. If you're doing December, I hope you're having a blast and getting things done. I am enjoying looking at everybody's December projects on Facebook, and I'm watching as many videos as I can, but I usually watch videos at night before I go to sleep, but we've been so busy that when I get in bed, I'm asleep. Bam, I'm asleep. So I haven't got to watch as many as I can, but I will be watching them like through January, I'm sure, because I love to watch them. So thank you for sharing them, and have a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.